Welcome back to the Woodland kitchen. Today we're going to be doing Aloo Gobi, cauliflower and potato curry.
Every time I think I'm going to wake up back in the jungle. Every time I think I'm going to wake up back in the jungle.
So I've got the Trangia 25 series out today. I've got the gas adapter in it because it's easy to control the flame. If you're going to be doing some serious cooking where you don't need to be getting too much heat in there out serious, you got to have a good control over that flame. Whereas the meths burner is great for boiling and doing stuff where it won't matter because there's nothing that's going to stick. And just having the simmer on it is okay, but trying to adjust the simmer is difficult. So the gas adapter is excellent for this. And as I always say, one cooker's not really enough. So I've got the triangle running over here with my brew in it. So I've got a kettle on for the brew. So today we'll be cooking in the 1.5 litre 25 series pot, and we are going to have a look at what's in the bag. So here's the food bag. I have some coriander, fresh coriander, cauliflower, garlic, some spices and some seed, just some olive oil. I've got shallots, onions. I've got 3 shallots and 2 potatoes. Empty bag. So this is quite a simple curry to cook. It's all veg and you just do it and you fry it off in the oil, so with some seasoning and some herb. So let's prep the curry and get straight into it. So what we need first is the onions and the garlic chopped, because that's going to go in the pan first. So first thing I want to do is put some oil in this pan. Okay, in a bag in case it leaks. I don't need oil all over my stuff, because it's just going to be fried. You need quite what I call more oil than I normally use, and I haven't got a non-stick pan, so a fairly decent amount of oil. Kettle's boiled, sort that out. Here comes the wind. This is nice and warm actually, I don't want to put it out, it's so nice. Get my coffees in there. I've got a tip for you as well. If you own a 27 series Trangia cook set, and you have a 10cm cup, like most people are averagely 10cm this cup is, the lid of the kettle will fit on the cup. I'll show you that in a sec. Yeah, so a 27 series lid of a 27 series kettle will fit on your 10cm cup. So it keeps stuff warm, help it boil quicker if you're using a cup. So that can stay on there for a bit. Go over there. I'll be using the Champ for this today. I've got a selection of knives on me, but a small knife easier, isn't it? So I'm only going to put in, I'd say, I don't know, 3 of these, or 4 perhaps, there's 4 here. So we need garlic, the oil, and we've got cumin seed, and the cumin seed goes in the oil. Get the oil nice and warm, get the garlic and the onion in, and then we're sorted. That's what we need to get going. Then we can start prepping the other stuff. So the little shallots are quite nice actually compared to an onion, but just use whatever you want. Use an onion, it really doesn't matter. I just bought these. These aren't too bad. These aren't too bad at all. It's just a case of chopping it up. But before I get it all ready and prepped, no, I'll get it prepped. I think I was just going to start the cooker, but I think I'll do it after I've prepped this. So just cut them up how you like. I'll just cut them like this. Because you want these to sort of caramelise and stew down a bit. You can rough chop your garlic, it doesn't have to be super fine. I don't cut it too small, because the smaller you cut it, the more likely it's going to burn. But I don't want it in big lumps either. There we go, that's good. I want this on a low flame. And I mean low, just so I can get this oil to heat and simmer. Even though it's pretty chilly out, we've got a windshield on this. Right, let's get that going. And then we're going to throw some cumin seed in it. You can find this anywhere, they sell it in all the supermarkets. I'll show you this. It's just seeds, cumin. I like to put quite a bit in. It's already heating up. That's started already, it's bubbling away. Get my spatula out. Better get that out before it's too late. This will flavour it as well and flavour the oil. This will need a lid, so I'm going to have to bang on the frying pan as a lid for this. Right, so it's time to get the garlic in and the onion. It smells good. Get your pot gripper. I need to put a lid on this, so I don't want it to evaporate. I don't want all my fluids in steam to leave, because it'll dry out. We don't want that happening. I use a frying pan as a lid, but I don't put it on like they show you to put it on, like this, because I find it harder to get off. So I just put it on this way around. Then you can just take it off easily. Right, while that's running, we can prepare the cauliflower and the potato. I just cut around the main stalk. It's like a little tree, isn't it? Like this. So that's your main stalk, we don't want that. Now all this is starting to fall apart. I need to cut it up though. And we need to keep an eye on this, because this is already starting to go really well. I mean, it's starting to caramelise up. So I will try and get the heat down a bit on that. Try and lower the heat as much as you can to a simmer. Probably about as low as I'm going to get it. But keep stirring. All these onions will break up. It smells good. Yeah, so you want to cut these into little pieces, because when it's in there, it's got to cook. So the smaller you get it, the quicker it's going to cook. Because once these are soft enough to eat, your dish is ready, really. So it's about getting this small enough to cook quick enough. So I'm happy with them small ones. I'll cut that into 4. My coffee's going to be chilling out. I need to get on that. The wind just don't want to stop. It was no wind when I got here. It's typical though, isn't it? That's my cauliflower prepped. Leaving a lid on your coffee keeps it hot. It's still so hot, it's too hot for me. I need to let that cool down. Let's get the food bag so I can put the cauliflower on it. Right, time to prep some potatoes. Just peel these. I don't want any peel on, so I'm going to peel them properly. It won't look very good with the peel on, and it won't be very nice. I would like to bring a peeler out, but to be honest, it's carrying weight you don't need. So, and also obviously, if you're going to do this meal out, you should just prep all your gear, all your food items like this, and bring them out in a bag. You don't need to be making it outside. Just bring it pre-prepped, so you can just throw it in the pan when you're out. Right, let's have a look inside and see how it's going. Going quite well, so it should be going. So when you take your lid off, I can't show you now because it's not on there, but you have loads of condensation on it coming up from the steam. You want to take it off and let it drip back in, because you don't want to lose that fluid, because the more you lose, you're going to have to add it later because it's going to stick. Right, so let's start prepping the potatoes. I want to get these small as well because they've got to cook in there, and the smaller you get them, not too small because they'll mush up, but so I cut them like chips and then I just dice them, so they end up like this. They're quite small. Just do the other one. All the veg has been cut up, the cauliflower and the potato, which is here. So let's have a look in the pot. Now, like I was saying, when I lift this up, there's going to be a lot of condensation on it, and I want to drip it back in the pot. Now this is looking good. This is browning up lovely. So this is ready for us to fire in the potato and cauliflower now. I want to give that a good stir. Get it all nicely mixed together. Lovely. All that cumin seed is just absolutely flavouring. Give it a lovely flavour. So we're going to mix all this together, and then we're going to add our spices. Right then, let's get some spices ready. So the spices we've got are Haldi, which is turmeric. I'm going to sprinkle some of this in. The amount doesn't really matter. Perhaps half a teaspoon. It's all going over me with the wind. So that's all I've put in. It's about half a teaspoon. And then the second ingredient, which is important I don't get this all over me, is chili powder. I do not want to be covered in it because I'm going to be sneezing my head off. I need to put a little bit of that in because I know how hot it is and I don't want to, well, I just don't want it blowing my head off, so I've just put a little bit in, perhaps a quarter of a teaspoon. It's sizzling away, I can hear it. So we're going to give this a really good mix in. Nice and thorough. So you can coat everything with it. My flame's so low it's trying to go out. I'm going to add a bit of water to this. I'm going to have a tiny bit of water so I don't get any burns or sticks. And then I'm going to put the flame up a little bit. When I say a tiny bit, I mean a tiny bit. Now I'm going to put the flame up a little bit. Or put it out because it was so low. That's more stable now, but it's going to be a lot more vicious on this. I don't want to burn it. So now it's just a case of stirring it regularly and listening, because you can hear it. That flame's higher and I can hear that really sort of getting into it, and I just got to make sure I don't get sticks. It's a very simple dish this, but really tasty too. So you've got a place to hold your stirrer and your pot holder when your pan's this way around. It's better than having it the other way around. Right, see if this brew's cooled down a bit. We're having this lid on it, it's made it really warm. That's mega hot, and that's got to be 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago I made that. That wind is quite chilly. That's lovely to hold now. I can really hear this sizzling, but it's good because as long as you haven't got sticks, you just get it cooked. Just keep Keep stirring, and you can't really go wrong really. Let's have a look at it now. Added a little bit of water to it because it was starting to dry out. It wasn't sticking. Don't let it get to that point because that will burn it. It will reduce again as it's cooking, so when you're ready to finish, just keep on letting it reduce, and the quickest way to reduce it is to take the lid off it. If you get a lid off it, that will reduce fast. But it's coming good now, it's coming good. Smells lovely. Let's get a lid back on it. Yeah, so it won't be too long, I reckon perhaps 10-15 minutes. It's probably been going, I don't know, 15 minutes, so it's about half an hour. It's not too hot and it's not too low, so you can hear it, it's really sizzling away, but it's not burning. So that'll be done soon. It's going to be really nice. When I add the coriander to it, it's going to be even nicer. And finish my massive brew. I'll add that now, so start tidying up, I think. And then be ready to serve this out. And the other good thing is, because you've got your frying pan, it does make a plate, but I will probably eat it out of its bowl, to be honest, because I don't like making more mess than I have to. But that is a plate, so there's two of you. You share the other half into your frying pan, and then you share it. But I am starving, I've had no breakfast, so I'm going to eat that. Be back to you when it's nearer the time. That's lovely. Get all that fluid still in there. It's not drying out. I can hear it bubbling away, but not in a sizzling, burning way. It's just started to stick. That's why I thought I'd better check it, and this actually looks like it's done. Let me check that. Check that potato, just press against it. Yeah, that's done. So all the fluid's basically gone out of it now. It's burnt itself down. We've had a slight stick at the bottom right at the end, but that's all okay because we're ready. I'm gassing it out. No gas. Now it's time to sort the coriander out, because even though it's out, it's only for this is the garnish and flavour. So we just want to get some of these nice leaves off. Throw that in. I like coriander. And then all you do is stir that in and serve. Oh, it smells beautiful. Aloo Gobi, potato cauliflower curry. Simple. Really simple. Like I say, just prepare your ingredients before you go out so you don't have to mess about in the woods. And then Just go out and cook it. It's so easy. The thing I didn't add to this was salt. Now, salt to taste. I always put a sprinkle on at the end if I want it. But I'm not a big salty, so I won't always add it. Well, there you go. That is it, Aloo Gobi. Should we do a little taste test? I suppose we should. It's only right, isn't it, to try it. So you're just cooking it and telling you it's okay. You want to see me eat it, don't you? There I am thinking I might try that and think, ugh, and throw it away because it's horrible, but it won't be horrible. Just give my spoon a wipe. Right then, proof's in the pudding, they say, don't they? There's a cauliflower. Perfect. Oh, lovely, the flavour. Ah, so nice. That fresh coriander just gives it that little edge. This is beautiful. I don't think it needs salt, but I don't need salt on it. That's a win. Give it a go. Recipe will be in the description. So you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. It's brilliant. So thanks for watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe please. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell. Otherwise you might miss something coming up in the future. You don't always get people's videos. When you're notified, as soon as it goes up, you'll get the alert for it. So thanks a lot. See you on the next one. Bye. It's all worthwhile in the end.